The dirty little secret of American denominations that you may not know about. In the Bible, the first century church started. We see it in the book of Acts. We see so many things happening. God is blessing. God is using these people in a wonderful way. But at some point along the road, there was a major split in Christianity, and that split was over infant baptism. There was a group of people that said, no, baptism is for believers, and they went this way. And there was a group of people who said baptism is for infants, and they went this way. And that group came to be known as Roman Catholicism. This is a false brand of Christianity. The dirty little secret that nobody really understands about this false Christianity is that all these denominations that you see here are born out of Roman Catholicism. Now, if you ask when this split started, you ask 50 different people, you get 50 different answers, but basically it started over infant baptism. And at some point it did happen. So it came over here, it became Roman Catholicism. And then something called the Reformation happened. And all these three denominations branched out from that. You got Martin Luther with Lutheranism, you got John Calvin and Zwingli here with the Reformed theology out of France, and you got Anglicanism out of England. So you got England, France, and Germany, all three here. The reformers of the Catholic Church, they came out of the Catholic Church, and then from the Lutheran Church you have the Episcopal, from the Reformed Church you have the Presbyterians, and then from the Anglicans you have the Congregationalists, the Methodists, you have Salvation Army, Pentecostals, and the Charismatics are a branch of the Pentecostalism. But this crowd is over here practicing a false form of baptism, and this crowd is over here saying, no, baptism is for believers only by immersion, and they held to this line. Well, for many centuries, the people that we came to know to be as Baptists today were underground. They took on many different names, the Waldensians, the Anabaptists. And by the way, the entire time this is going on, these people are underground, and these people are persecuting and killing these people. Martin Luther actually tried to kill these people. John Calvin was an enemy of these people, believed in having them imprisoned as heretics. And this entire crowd here is persecuting and killing this entire crowd here. Well, time goes on here, and you see that this underground group of people called the Anabaptists, Waldensians, and all these other names are here, end up becoming what we call Baptists today. And at some point along the way, these Baptist people split off into two groups. You have fundamental Baptists here, and then you have Southern Baptists going over here. Most Southern Baptists today are just a mixture of Presbyterian Reformed theology, Pentecostal bad polity, and charismatic heresy, all wrapped into one right here in this package. And that's what your basic Southern Baptist church is today, is a mixture of all these things. But really, they're evangelicals and they're not Baptists. And the Southern Baptists have given way to the non-denominational crowd. And this is where your Hillsong is. This is where your Lauren Daigle is. This is where all your false Bible versions are coming from. This is where all your contemporary worship is coming from. And this whole system here that split away from true Christianity over infant baptism, all of this has been born out of Roman Catholicism. The dirty little secret is, in the future, and even now, ecumenicalism is going to creep in, and all of these people here, all the leaders from these crowds, all the preachers and all the seminaries are going to say, you know what, it sure is dumb that we're splitting into a bunch of different groups like this. It sure is just unchristian of us to be splintered out like we are. You know what we need to do? We need to all join hands together in Christian love, and we all join together. This is what the ministry of Billy Graham has done. This is what the ministry of Promise Keepers has done, and all of these groups here that came out of Roman Catholicism through ecumenicalism are going to all go back and unite again under the name Christianity, which will be a false Christianity that split off from true Christianity many centuries ago. Let me take a time out here and say that Baptists are not reformers. We never came out of the Catholic Church. We never came out. So we're not Protestant. We're not protesting the Catholic Church because we never came out of the Catholic Church. This crowd over here existed long before Luther and Zwingli and Calvin and all these other people did. We never were in the Catholic Church. Ever, ever, ever. Get that in your mind. Baptists are not Protestants because we didn't protest the Catholic Church because we never came out of it. Now what's going to happen is all these denominations that came out of Rome are going to say, you know what, it's time that we just get rid of our differences. Through ecumenicalism, we're going to go back into Rome.
The protest has been over for 15 years. And I get a bit cheeky here because I challenge my Protestant pastor friends. If there is no more protest, how can there be a Protestant church? Maybe we're all Catholics again.
And eventually, and you see it even now, it's happening right now, ladies and gentlemen, just Google it. Islam and Roman Catholicism are going to join each other. And next thing you know, you've got the one world religion that is going to unite with the Antichrist under the false prophet, and it's all going to be done in the name of Christian unity and in the name of judge not, and in the name of just getting along, because at the end of the day, folks, we're all the same. When the truth is, there's a big difference, and it's time you wake up and realize it. God bless you, friend. Folks, go ahead and subscribe to our channel, and make sure you leave your comment below. And we're just getting started. We're going to have a lot of fun. God bless you guys. Thanks a lot.